Brenda, but I do want to circle back to something that I asked you in the beginning, and I should have probably asked you there. You talk about being undocumented when you were a kid and that journey. Can you talk a little bit about your journey from being undocumented, and then I assume you are documented now?
Yes, yes,
What
I am now a citizen and a voter. Yeah.
what was that journey like? Because a lot of times there is so much misconception around or negativity around undocumented immigrants and their journeys, and people really don't know the actual stories, but they hear something on TV or they hear some kind of dehumanization by a politician and they just internalize that information. So tell me your story. I am really curious to know about what that journey looked like and what were some of the challenges along the way.
Yeah, I mean, when my parents were able to immigrate at the time, is like the late 80s, they were able to obtain work permits, but there was never a promise of residency or citizenship, at least not immediately. So they had to renew work permits every year, just renew their work permits. Meanwhile, their children, obviously we couldn't have work permits, we were just kids. We kept aging and aging and aging, and to the point where, flash forward, I'm now in high school and my parents are still renewing work permits, and I don't have a path to citizenship. But my mother, through scraping up a lot of money, was able to get a lawyer that was able to get her a residency. So then finally we had a potential path. My mom was going to eventually be a citizen and eventually be able to,
Sponsor the
make me
family.
a citizen as well. Yes, but through that, even in the middle of that, I at least had some sort of status. This is like, I was probably like 20 years old. I think literally my official status was like non-deportable, but still not technically here. We're just going to look away. And so I ended up getting married. I got married very young. I was in love, of course, but I probably wouldn't have gotten married so soon if it wasn't for the urgency of becoming a citizen. And it was through that way, even though, I think if I could have waited a little longer, eventually would have had a path through my mom, but this sped things up a little bit.